Well, hi, this is Custom Works, and I am Clint Allen. In the last few months, this AI thing, Chat GTP, and these other AI new system, which is just not ready for prime time, has led in the comments to a bunch of comments that are all kind of similar in, well, I went to Chat GTP, or I went to Google AI, or I went to this AI, and tried to get a step-by-step on how to do a repair on my 7.3, and now it doesn't run at all, or in one case, the Chat GTP or this Google AI forgot that when you remove a injector, you need to clear that cylinder in order for it not to hydrolock, and the poor individual bent the rod, broke the piston, and who knows what else. Anyways, beware. This is not ready for prime time at all. I've looked at some of these repair AI systems, and they leave out a ton of information. The video that is after this commentary per se is going to prove that. I went to supposedly the best AI video production, and I put in a correct script, put in the correct information for pictures and videos, and this thing just kind of went off on its own and decided to make up whatever the hell it felt to make up. So it had all the right information, and what you're going to see is not the correct information. So let me know down in the comments of what you think of this shit show, and it is just that. I have coming up, actually, I have just tons and tons of hours of videos that I have not been able to get to, but next week we're going to have probably every other week I'm going to be going through, because going through and editing this stuff does take 4 to 6 hours of time. But next week, watch out for the number one thing that people miss when they change out their front main seal or put on the new low pressure oil pump, what everybody's missing. So that'll be out in about a week. Until then, take a look at this, and once again, let me know what you think of this crap show.
Anyone familiar with the internal combustion engine knows that the diesel-burning variety tend to outlast the rest. Low RPM operation, beefier internal parts, and running on an oil-based fuel will do that for you. But even though virtually all of these compression ignition power plants go the distance, some of them never seem to die. The 7.3 Powerstroke is one such engine. You might know it as the V8 diesel option offered in Ford pickups from 94.5 to 03, but in one form or another, this same 444 CI hunk of iron also powered countless box trucks, school buses, and ambulances. It was given a B50 life of 350,000 miles, which in time proved modest. Out in the wild, 400,000 miles is a virtual guarantee for any properly maintained 7.3 and many more go well beyond that number. A simple yet robust design enabled its unkillable reputation, and even its HUEI injection system, which was originally feared for its complexity, proved highly durable in the long run. A lack of emission control devices also contributed to the 7.3 outliving two of its successors, the 6.0 and 6.4 Powerstroke. To find out the rest of the 7.3 indestructible story, the ultimate failsafe. When an engine's fuel injection system revolves around the use of hydraulic actuation, HUEI, hydraulically actuated, electronically controlled unit injector, the engine won't run without the presence of engine oil. With HUEI injection technology being the brainchild of Caterpillar, a global supplier of both diesel engines and heavy equipment, you can bet this failsafe was baked into the cake in order to protect its bottom line by avoiding expensive overhauls. As it pertains to the 7.3 Powerstroke, Once the engine oil level drops below 7 quarts, the engine holds 14. The high-pressure oil system that's required to fire the fuel injectors will cease to function, thereby safely shutting the engine down. Injectors that rarely fail. Despite the HUEI system's complexity, the individual pieces employed in the 7.3L proved highly durable, as did similar components found in other Navistar and Caterpillar engines from the same era. Many injection shops cite the 200,000 mile mark as the ideal time to overhaul a 7.3L HUEI injector, but a set that's been properly cared for can last much longer than that. Even today, diesel repair facilities are removing original injectors, identified by their black O-rings, from 7.3L engines that have been in service for 20 years or more. Its lack of power promoted its longevity. It's hard to fall down when you can't even stand up. With an introductory power rating of 210 GP and 425 lb-ft in quote 94.5, and making 275 GP and 525 lb-ft on its best day in 01, the 7.3L Powerstroke didn't make enough power to hurt itself. Especially in stock form, the forged steel crankshaft and connecting rods were more than capable of handling whatever cylinder pressure they were forced to cope with. Simple design. Fortunately, Navistar didn't attempt to reinvent the wheel when designing the 7.3L. The block and heads were cast from gray iron. Traditional Mexican hat-style cast aluminum direct injection pistons were used, and a 2-valve per cylinder arrangement kept the valve train simple. Going a step further than that, hydraulic lifters were part of the deal, which, in addition to their self-adjusting operation, proved very forgiving as well. Safe and secure head gaskets. Like the medium-duty engines Navistar produced at the time, such as the DT466E, the 7.3L featured 6 head bolts per cylinder. This type of head-to-block overkill means that one of the last things you'll see on a 7.3L is a blown head gasket. In the diesel aftermarket, the stock head bolt's clamping force has proven sufficient with as much as 40 psi of boost in the mix. When the 7.3L Powerstroke debuted, the engine saw less than 20 psi. They run cool. In Ford truck applications, the 7.3L Powerstroke never broke a sweat thanks to its overkill cooling system. Flowing 80 gallons per minute, it called for 12 quarts of coolant, came with a massive radiator, and had a rock-solid, reliable mechanical fan clutch positioned in front of it. On the exhaust gas temperature EGT side of the equation, heat was kept in check on non-intercooled engines, quote 94.5-97. through limited injector size and available fueling. When the 99 model year 7.3L was released with a factory intercooler, it was virtually impossible to subject the engine to more than 1,200 degrees F easy breathing, lack of emissions equipment. Thanks to the relatively lax emission standards of the day, the 7.3L Powerstroke benefited from never having been saddled with performance and durability hindering emissions control devices. In particular, the 7.3L never had to ingest a portion of its own waste through the use of exhaust gas recirculation, EGR, which is what crippled the 6.0L Powerstroke. Had the 7.3L been equipped with EGR, it likely wouldn't enjoy the same reputation for durability that it does today.